Hello. Today,
Salud.
firstly, I want to thank everybody who was able to attend our meeting today. Uh, that definitely allowed us to gain more insight into the issues and help explain to you guys what our movement really is about. Um, we learned about two new topics that have been a problem for many retailers, honestly, and very two unfair points that should not be there. The first one is obviously not having the 24-hour security lottery team, and that it's a big issue because when stores are robbed or stolen from, then particularly scratch offs, the retailer becomes liable for everything if it's not reported, canceled out, etc. Now, on Fridays, I believe after 5 o'clock, they,
Correct.
yeah, they close their offices up until Monday, I believe at 9, or maybe earlier,
8:30.
8:30. And in between that gap, I mean, it's easy to cash all those tickets out, scratch them out, do whatever you need to do, and then the retailer becomes liable for all the damages and whatever there is, which is unfair to the retailer because the lottery does not have the 24/7 security that makes then the retailer liable for something that can be also avoided if just we had that 24-hour access or a better way to obviously get in contact with somebody or like a hotline for situations like these. You wouldn't have anything.
Yeah, so I mean, basically, essentially, what the issue is, more or less, when say if you get stolen or get robbed, and if you provide the information to the lottery, whether it's obviously they're not there, so you're gonna leave a voice message and tell them see what scratch off got stolen from you. Basically, what the lottery is saying essentially is that you are the one responsible for it. Some people they do agree that hey, look, you did put the call in, so we're trying to get the money back to you. However, it's gonna take forever, and you never know if you ever gonna get the money back or not. So the retailer who pointed out us that it should be somebody should be there 24/7, and if not, then the retailer should not be responsible if the retailer had put the information in a timely manner and have evidence that they did call in and provide the information. So therefore, the lottery should be responsible 100% of money. Who one of the retailer who pointed out us, he is actually out of over $27,000, which is unfair to him. That why should he pay with that $27,000 while the lottery didn't do that due diligence? So that's the other thing that we're trying to put it in a bill that either lottery should have a 24/7 or the library should have some kind of system monitor or provided to the retailer where the retailer sends the information to cut their scratch off immediately and retailer not out with the money. So if you think about it, like Friday night from 4 o'clock to Monday morning 8:30, anything can be possible. There's whatever the stolen scratch off or robbery had happened, all that ticket been cashed somewhere, and now the retailer is paying for it. That's something they shouldn't be liable for. So again, um, the cure for that is lottery should take a responsibility or give us some kind of system where from our retailer machine that you are able to stop it.
The second point that was brought up is that when you're applying to become a retailer, um, whether you're accept or you're denied and for what reason or for any communication realistically, the lottery does not have to give you a response. Um, we in particularly saw this with applicants more or less. Now we've seen it through many reasons that they just fail to provide a response. But most retailers have been complaining about when they try to do an application for a new store, whatever it is, and that kind of situation.
Basically, essentially, on that particular topic is that when retailer or anyone applies for it, library is not providing the reason. So let's assume for a moment you're already a retailer. The rules and regulations says that you have to have a reason to deny somebody. And what the lottery been doing is walking away by just saying you something verbally that you denied and not providing the proper information why you denied or what is the reason to deny that application. So it's called freehand walk away. If you even you don't have no right to take a legal action at that point, just because they haven't provided any information or I should say reason in black and white paper to deny that applicant. Um, or other many will pointed out today that your application gets submitted and that just sits on it for X amount of period of time, so there should be a time limit on it. That if the lottery never took a response to it on your application, that should be automatically approved at X amount of time, examples. So if your application sit there more than 60 days, the 61 days automatically approved since the lottery never took any actions to it. So there is many retailer, thanks to them that they pointed out, quite a few of them, that purposely they were playing around with their application and uh, either not moving forward with the application or not giving them a proper reason. Actually, personally, that I've been working with a couple of them that they have denied it, and when I called in to find out the reason, and lottery simply says we don't have to provide you any reason why we denied. Well, that's untrue. If you really looked at anywhere, they actually provide. In fact, even you apply for your credit card or loan, they simply say is the why you denied it, um, or why they didn't accept your applications. So therefore, lottery trying to take a free pass or leave their hand clear and not get bind with any laws and rules and regulations. So again, what we're trying to do is we're trying to put two things in here in a place. One, that is going to be a time limit. The lottery has to respond, and two, definitely they have to give you a valid reason why they denied it, um, and not verbally. It should be right in a piece of paper that this is the reason that we're denying. So if any reason any applicant needs to file for legal action, they can do so. And second, or actually I mean to say third, that whatever the reason they denied it, the applicant has a right to appeal that. Uh, that should be going forward with commissions or arbitrations or whatever the case may be. We're just still working on that, finalizing the information where lottery retailer association will be there, and the main focus is having a lottery retailer association, and they would fight for any applicants or any issues that may come along.
With that all said, I think that wraps up the points that we have learned today. And definitely, if you know of any retailer struggling with any issues, you are one struggling, know of anything that can obviously benefit the cause or benefit the community, please reach out to us. The WhatsApp, our WhatsApp and Facebook will be linked in the description. Join, help us fix our lottery, not only for retailers but for everybody. If we are not making, if retailers are not there, we cannot provide money for the state to, for public transportation, roads, etc. We're the second largest income provider in the state. So it's a big deal. Um, please reach out.
So only way we can fight for you guys is like long as you guys join it. End of the day, it's benefit all the retailers. we're fighting for the retailers. Help your own self by joining us and fix all this issue. Uh, as of right now, it seems smaller issues, but if we start become bigger day by day, and not to mention tomorrow they can say, you know what, we're gonna take all the retailers out and we're gonna do anything online. Um, so before that happens, if you're not gonna help your own self by joining us and fighting for your livelihood, not much we can do about it. So again, help your own self and let us fight for you.
I